Well, howdy. Welcome to Wednesday, my friend. How's everyone doing today? That was my hand. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but that hurt. um, yeah, I got some sick beats on that screen. Look at how not boring everything is now. Look how not terrible it was. You were born today. Oh, happy birthday! I know it's your birthday. You're my moderator. You know who I am. I know who you are. Happy birthday. Thank you. I'm just gonna try to finish this peanut butter and jelly sandwich really quick. Um, Spicy screen. Thank you. Thank you very much. I definitely did not spend like 3 hours on this like right before starting. Not that I made it. That's just how long it took me to get it set up. Hello. Thank you. As I said, I didn't make it. This is from a collection of free-to-use overlays from a VTuber that made free-to-use overlays for people to stream with. Because they're just super nice. There's also all kinds of other resources that they made, like couches, blankets, and stuff that you can use. There's actually I made a tweet thanking them, so you can track them that way, or else I can let you know about them later. But this is we are back to our normal Pathologic2 Wednesday. I have my very PNG self up there because I'm not my live model yet. But I'm excited. Things are going well. Let me know if audio gets weird at any point or if frames disappear, because I am kind of anticipating frames to disappear at some point. We'll see what happens. But for now, let's get the game. Backstabbing an opponent while stealth deals significant damage. I feel like that's a Elder Scrolls hint. You know what I just realized? There's a resource I did not add to that I might go ahead and add that in. Oh, that's like the right thing. This might just be a weird thing on screen for a moment. I have my sensor bar back. Just in case. However, it censors. Now that I. Whatever. We're fine. We're fine. Sensor bar. Are you behind that? Okay. What were we doing last time? What are we doing now? Why? Oh. Okay. That was actually the game lagging, not just my stream. All right. We've got lots of water. We've got lots of food. We've got some rubber bands. We're not dead, and I'm gonna take that as an upside. Day 2. It's actually the morning of day 2. For those of you that had missed it recently, we had restarted the run because I died and kept dying on loop in the same spot. I messed up pretty bad. But other than that, load the time. I'm supposed to have No cows have betrayed me yet, and they're supposed to help me, not betray me. That is slightly different. What am I doing? I shouldn't take a week off. I'm gonna stop taking that. I think I'm gonna stop taking that random week off for other things. Instead, I'm just going to turn around and walk this way. Instead, I think I'm going to just keep Wednesdays specifically for this, and if I want to stream a random game, I'll find another time to do it, rather than every last Wednesday of the month. But that's still up in the air. But, because I'm realizing that, like, it takes away from this, and I am very much enjoying this game, so I would like to continue enjoying this game and not being lost. Kind of look like I'm losing frames on. Doesn't tell me I'm dropping frames on OBS though, so just no, next. Let me know if it gets like too jittery and I'll try messing with something, but if it doesn't, then I'll leave it be. Yeah, drank the wet. There's children over here. What you doing, children? What's wrong with her? We didn't do anything, I swear. We saw her crying, asked what happened, but she just bawled even more. Girls. Well, May. I would have assumed. You know what? You shouldn't assume things. Shouldn't assume things. Maybe she's hungry. She must be hungry. Why else would she be crying? Or maybe she's lost. I guess she must be lost. Maybe we should take her to the station. Get her on. Leave her alone. She'll calm down. I'm not crying. I'm not. I'm just upset. Upset because they're always picking on me all the time. Who's picking on you, dearie? Everyone. That's mean. They say I'm ugly. Who would say this adult man-faced child is ugly? That's not something anyone should say. I wouldn't say that. Let's go with. Also, welcome to the stream, Cord. Sorry, I didn't say that. You were here right at the beginning, and I didn't say hi. Hi. Oh, that might be a little bit much. I like that on my stream chat in the top left. That when Gunk Scrunko says anything, it just comes up with the name Gunk. Still grow into your beauty, baby. And then he starts singing Wonderwall. That's why the whole town hates Artemy. Along with all his PogChamp memes. Listen, it works. It just works. Did I leave something here before? Oh, but I did. Can't believe that the bottle's still there. What do you want, Clara? Yep. I am sad. I sympathize. I've never had parents. I've never had anyone. I know how terribly awful it must feel right now. Great. I'm sorry. I said mean things to you. That's why you think I'm evil, isn't it? But it was the truth. What do you want? I just wanted you to know that the girl from the cemetery, Grace, is talking to your father right this moment. I think it strains her a great deal. Yeah? Yeah, I mean, talking to dead people is pretty stressful if I had to guess. They're speaking, and I think it's killing her. Okay, maybe it's a little bit more than just stressful. Could you tell her to stop, please? I think she might listen to you. Can't be true. Yes, it can. Sitting by his grave or something? Don't you believe I'm a good person, Barack? Open your eyes. I speak the truth. Remember, I'm always speaking the truth. I'll look. But if you lied, I'm upsetty spaghetti. Ready. What's this guy glowing for? Big glowy guy. Nightjar. Are you guys ready for Return of Cowboy Core to Pathologic 2? I just realized my pop filter is actually sitting on my microphone. Take that a smidgen off. There we go. Yeah, my microphone was like pushing through my pop filter. Oops. Have you been to the governor? About the patrols, I mean. The pay is good, but too good, actually. Suspicious. What's going on with that? What patrol? All strong men who aren't cowards should report to the town hall. It went. They might have. They might even announce an emergency situation. Wonder why? Bolt at the factory, maybe? Not working. Hear the silence? How do you. Silence! I guess they haven't caught the murderer yet. Perhaps they need people for a raid. What you got? Do I have to trade with an adult yet? Adult guy? Mr. Grown Man? Want some? Take your peanuts. I've carried this thing for several days. Wasn't easy, of course. With this, I share with you my fear, my sorrow, and my anger. It was tough, but now it becomes a little easier. Just a little. I don't know why this is the accent I'm speaking in now. Thank you for easing my burden. I blame his mustache. I blame his mustache for that accent. In return, I'm gonna give him, you know what? We're gonna be positive. Positive energies. Have some of my warmth. Warmth. Life. Now I have yet to barter with teenagers or kids. Cool. First children I see, I gotta not lure into a dark alleyway. That is not the sentence I was approaching, I swear. Who are you, lady? Paris, see you tonight at Saba's place? It's dangerous, yes? There's Nagan Pa de Gug de Zom, a place you must not bring outsiders. Everyone's looking for a Shabnakadi. Good they forgot Saba. Yeah, I remember this one from the first set of failing terribly. Your kin, Katage. Saban talks about you a lot these days. We waited for you, Yagakin. One of these days, I'm going to learn the actual pronunciations of these words. And it's going to be a heckin' thing. Got it. We're going to go talk. What's her face? Also continue to loot the garbage cans and also drink from this spigot. I can hear plants. Of course it's in there. Oh. There's an actor. A prompter. Where go you, friend? What plan is next to follow? I don't know what to do. What say the townsfolk? The townsfolk? That was just a little... You saw the little mousy thing hopping over the fence? It had a dream and it achieved it. They're so alike, aren't they? A backdrop, faceless. They surely know nothing important, right? A hive, a swarm, a flock. No use for names. Whatever one knows, they shall all know in turn. A hive, a swarm, a flock. The crowd is but a many-headed beast. Like it or not, you are but one such head. They know you better than you know yourself. Have you heard them, Barak? Communication. See how it means finding a common ground. Oh yeah, they were eager to communicate with me yesterday. My ears are still ringing. I have fun with accents. That's the only reason I do them. They all know something of your tale, Barak. From each one, a different strand of it. Some know where you're to go, others will say why you must go, and some will warn of danger, terrible danger, that you may avoid it. So I'm the only one who knows nothing. That is because you are alone, Barak. Confused, alone, losing the plot, Barak. Does not the map of your own mind suffice? Then talk, communicate. Hear me now. Teensies and tots, the town's own young, indeed already know who waits for you today. You still doubt? Then speak to one. Any child. I guess I should go looking for a child. Also, this plant. Found it. Hey, yo, children. Okay, she doesn't want that. She does kind of want that. She'll take the needle. But she's got smoky fish. I wish she would have taken the nuts. That would have been easier to trade. Oh, I need the things. Oh, I need the things that they have to sell so much. Great. With this item, I give you some of my luck, I guess. Say I have that in spades. Don't know if I believe it. Now, what shall you give me? I will give out... you know what? What do you guys say? You guys got any opinion on what we give out from these options? You're right. I agree. We should definitely give out... You know what? As I said, we are being good, positive into people. Into people? What? Positive people. We're gonna give out... Oh, wait. You got the tiny brain in him. Well, glad to have you here all the same. Everyone needs some tiny brain time. We're gonna give out courage. Cool. Now, I just need to keep talking to children. Which one was that? Was that the teenager or the child? That was a teenager. Perfect. Kid. What, 3, 5. Disadvantage, they won't accept it. Alright, well. We'll talk first. Artaya is in the termitary, isn't she? Why is it locked? Will they open it soon? Wait a second. What Taya? Taya to chick? Taya to check. But we call her the Mother Superior. Mother Superior. Isn't that cool as heck? That's not the way I expect that sentence to go. It's Capella's idea. It's cool, alright. Cool as heck. But I need to talk to her. Maybe one of these children. You guys, soap. When he'll accept oh, and things are just worth more to him. We're just gonna go ahead and accept the decision. I'm sorry, kid. Hold on to that soap. What you giving me with this thing? Well, a little joy, I suppose. That makes me feel like a good, warm, fuzzy person. Giving out joy to children, not stealing their soap. Alright, I'll give you, what'd you like? Some rest. There we go. That's done. That makes things way easier. That's not the item I needed. I'm supposed to talk to random kids? I need to talk to Khan at the tower, though the town is all abuzz now. It makes me kind of reluctant to leave. What tower? You blind, big fella? Just look over there. The tower across the river, our polyhedron. The only place where life is real. Khan, I know that. He's in the tower. Okay, now I can talk to Capella. Aha. And then the game will freeze. Okay, we're good. It didn't crash. That's what matters. Oh, I can hear the ground talking. Oh, I know why. Oh, what you got, guy? This is Packard. My wife was killed yesterday. How can I look our children in the eyes now? I've lost the right to be called their father. I'm sorry? I could have been assertive. Think faster when it went down. I could have acted quickly, efficiently, instead of staying in my head. Only. What's done is done. Live on, pal, for the children. Yeah. More positivity, even if it's in the middle of something messed up. This a plant? No. I mean, yes, but not the kind I was thinking it might have been. Alright, kids. I know what you're doing. You gotta stop. Hey, Uncle, dig a hole for us, will you? People don't dig holes in this town, don't you know? Please, Uncle. We only need a shallow one. A couple of shovel swings, nothing more. Are you burying a cat? Yeah, I mean, no, not a cat. Then whom? Just the 8th. Huh? The 8th what? Well, the previous 7 are already pushing the daisies. Nothing bad happened when we buried them, because the holes were shallow. Let's go ahead and, follow the town's rules. Because, you know, I'm a big rule follower. No, kids. One should not dig holes in the ground. Period. Deal with it. I have to go talk to a lady inside a tower. Oh yeah, here comes the banger music. Oh, it went away. How quiet the music is in this game is often just as creepy as everything else. Save. Save because we can save. Because Faith likes to save.
Who can tally the number of drops in the sea? Who can tally the number of tears in this grave?
Are you burying tears? What if someone cried in a jar enough to fill it up and then buried that? What do you think would happen? Probably not much, but, you know, someone could do it for science. You are Artemy Barak. Greetings. You. Are you Olden Gimski's daughter? Yes, my name is Victoria, but my friends call me Capella. 'Cause, you know, Capella, short for Victoria. Are we friends? Yes. How'd you figure it out so fast? I can see with your eyeballs. I haven't yet mastered the art, but I do see things sometimes. It's a gift I inherited from my dear mother. You haven't mastered the art of sight. I mean, it's hard to explain. Sometimes I know what a person will say before they say it, or I imagine a situation and the next day it unfolds exactly how it was in my head. Sometimes I even know past events I wasn't present for, like which drawer father puts papers in 2 years ago. Powerful gift, if you're telling the truth. Not that powerful. Not with me. Not like my mother. She could see at will. Just, you know, whenever she wanted, she'd open her eyes. Although even with her, it could be fickle. I know I made the exact same jokes last time I interacted with this character, but I can't not do it. I see. Okay. Yeah, let's make the bad pun. Your undue sarcasm has been noted. It is not so rare a gift in this town. There were several women who could see. Several people had the ability to see. Outsiders arrive with such skepticism, but they're always astonish me then. You likely aren't afraid of blood, right? Of course not. I absolutely am. Excuse you. That's why I steal it from people. That way they don't have the things that frighten me. Do you know what I see? Under your feet, the hard soil acts as though spring melt, each step forming an imprint filled with red. You leave pools of clotted blood in your wake, Artemy Brack. I thought this must be about the murders, but you are no murderer. What does it all mean? Maybe it has to do with all that blood that I poured on the ground that one time. Asking me, I got no idea.
Winter comes soon. I hope.
Congratulations, little lady. Something happened? You look worried. I want to ask you something. I just realized I never updated what my stream was. I'm forgetting to do that. And it's like, it's not a super big thing, but should have my streams labeled correctly. It's important to me. Sure that it actually update. Good. That my audio for a second. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. Did something happen? You look worried. You have any more nightmares about me? No. Told you. It doesn't happen often. Once a month, maybe, or every few months. Did you know my father well? Of course. He wrote this note. Take a look. There's names. Names go on the paper. Paper goes in the hands. Eyes read the paper in the hands. That's what Pokey Pokey's all about. But I have a suspicion. Something bad. Well, no. About a year ago, your father began to seek our company. And he taught us, I suppose, but nothing special. Passing down something of great importance. And make head or tails of what you're saying. The way that, like, the phrasing in this game is always... It's so long to say, but it's also very poetic. I'm always torn between, like, just picking out the keywords to read aloud or trying to read the whole thing, you know? But I'm sure either's fine. What's the worst that could happen? You're an outsider. It's difficult to explain. The kids have their own town within the town. A separate one, governed by them. Don't give me that patronizing look. It's not some game. You wouldn't understand. I grew up here. I knew all about this before you learned the alphabet. Fine. You want to know why your father spent time with us or not? Yes, I do. Your father was shrewd. See beneath crude earth. Petty lies and hard truths. Khan didn't like him much, but even he got out of the Pathologic2 to talk to him. Believed they were the ones to remake the town, rebuild it. Sure. Remake. Fisher of Men. Never knew he had that in him. That's what he was preparing us for, changing the town. I can see it now. Taught us each something important. Piece of himself to us. Keep an eye on all of you. Then we save. How do I interact with this door? No. What time? 11:50. Ooh, we're getting the hungry point. But very delayed hello. But Always good. Let's eat a piece. The kosh stay well. Whereas I want these things that stay well to keep the things I have in my inventory, but Khan is in the polyhedron. Taya Taichik is in the termitary. Go River of Blood. Dark, they go to the steppe. The governor. Conflict no more than it seems. I've bartered with most elements of the town. Like me better. Grace is talking to my father. Well, I believe the children in this list are the key to the town's future. Our exhaustion's also starting to build. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna eat the toast. Because that'll be easy to do something with later. Also, we gotta talk to this lady.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon's fate was inevitable.
Yep. People often say that fate is inevitable. I'm not... Is she following my... Not. The coughing in my ear. Wonderful. Is this how... I don't even need to ask that question. I was going to ask, is this how people watching streams feel when the streamer has to cough? And I know the answer to that, because I have been the person listening and watching the streams. Actually, probably more than I stream. But I am Artemi Barak, a doctor. How can I help you? What can you... This coding, thank you. Little in the way of medicine. I'm a mathematician specializing in spatial calculations. The infinite element method. Doubt you'd be interested. But I am. Haynes had a rather unusual notion of how they wanted the town's routes planned. They believed the routes of choice influence people's mood, their soul state. I find one challenge intriguing, a bit insane. Found the challenge, not one challenge. Canes are completely off their rocker. I've said it many times before because town streets are... Not all of them, but yes, to some extent. How did you make the town so awkward to navigate, lady? Haynes implied that the town already has something akin to a nervous system. They suggested I view it as a huge living creature, so my job was acupunctural. Take them seriously. Well, they have built the polyhedron, haven't they? There it is. I was even allowed to ascend it, though I wasn't allowed inside. The cathedral, the crucible, the still water, all those buildings are machines that work with the same idea. What idea? When a person finds themselves in a relatively enclosed space, it influences their inner state in a certain way. Secret. Haynes are trying to create buildings that enhance spiritual growth. As in? Well, they're moving to the field of philosophy now. Not my area of expertise. As far as I can tell, in their eyes, humans aren't paragon of animals, but rather larvae. They believe the human spirit is a spring to be stretched. Their favorite image. That's why, though. Make people desire new things. Weird things. Things beyond that. Listen. Not hard. And I cannot stress this enough. It is not hard to make people desire weird things. We've all been on the internet. That is not to kink shame anybody. People do that their whole... Yeah, see, there we go. That's really the option right there. People do that their whole lives anyway. Want weird things. Artemi needs... Artemi needs to take a nap. I'm trying to remember how to get what I need to get, but... Don't believe Doc truly has me... Blah, blah, blah. Truly takes me for a patricide. He can't be that stupid. That's where they want me to go. Ruben's place. Go ahead and drink. And we're actually gonna go in and take a quick nappy on this couch. Because our exhaustion levels are gonna start peaking. Let's do a 1 hour nap. Okay, nap to trigger something anyway. Thrush, why linger? Don't get sidetracked. You have a duty. You have the list. Go back. For you. We're watching, observing. No time for games now. We must watch. Watch what? I actually didn't realize these kids were up here the first time I did this. Which of them will enter the door first? I think it'll be the older girl, not the boy in a collar. I'll go for it. Oh, that is not. Oh, that's nice.
My trust in Paw, Claw, and Whisker, not you, Drifter.
Well, Claw, Paw, and Whisker put their trust in me. There. I found the way to trick the kid. Don't be afraid. We're all on the same side for now, aren't we? What's there to be afraid of? We're all grateful to you. We know protecting us isn't easy. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I have been up quite a long time today. And I can't have my coffee because I have to go to bed shortly after this. We'll see. I am determined to not be yawning the whole time. We're all grateful to you. We know protecting us isn't easy. But you still do it. You make sure we live. 7 of you. But there were an 8 on the list. Where is he? Here, for now. He's the Uda. I can't see him. I think you can't see the 8th because you're looking the wrong way. But he's here. It's fortunate he's still on this side. Why? Because he's the Uda. He lives. So do we. If he begins to die, so will be. What's an Uda? No? Thanks. I think, if I remember correctly, the whole thing is that the Uda stands for, the whole. So if all of them together are the 8th, because the 7 of them, and the 8th is all of them? Good. Now we can take a nappy. A dream. Apart from the 7 kids, there was an 8th on the list. Odeur. An odeur, perhaps? Who or what is it? We'll one day have to find out. Ever loot this? Actually have money done. The last time I was playing, people were like, nah, don't even bother with the gun. Guns for loot. Also inventory space. I don't know. Let's run north. See if we can't. Get that interaction up here. Child. So boring. Yep, children are boring. So said we can't go to the nutshell until the evening, so we wait. The nutshell. Do they really listen to Capella? Oops, hush. Shouldn't know about this. Just forget. I heard nothing. I'll just wait for you at the square, the bridge square, that is, in the stone yard. You know how to get there? I know, I grew up here. Which, so now that adds the interaction church and the interaction for station. I have to arrange my inventory at all to make it more efficient. So like that. Picked way up. Oh. Going around this house. First, let's steal their plant. Their garbage. They have nothing in the garbage. That's depressing. They need better garbage. It's not a violin. It's, one of the bigger ones, I think. Onlooker. Subarov sure seems ready to take up the reins of power. It's about time, if you ask me. Why's that? Because you can't trust people, that's why. The rule of the three families was about trust in each other and in the townsfolk. Damned nobles trusted people to govern themselves. The people, they are unruly beasts. They don't respond to kindness, strength. My experience, people respond better to kindness. Or, speaking of strength, how do I join the town watch? Maybe they'll give me a gun. Yeehaw. No, better to kindness. Our rulers were kind and lenient. Where did it get us? Yesterday, blood flowed like water, and a woman was burned to death in the bone stake lot. Trust. Huh. Leniency leads to corruption. What we need is someone who can keep the rabble in check. Lady, I think you're one of the rabble. You're not. One of the nobles. Right? Like, that's kind of, it's kind of a toggle system, isn't it? And kindness. The guy in the back of the line. I won't accept you either, Kaya. They accept people from the kin? Not because we're Katange, but Subarov thinks we're both Vlad's people. They have an arrangement. Ikara. They won't accept the kings either. Be Ongono Uguib. Think? I've never cooperated with you. There's no work. The factory is closed. Where should I go? Should I feed my children? It's not a real job either. Abandon it. Where do you think you're going, buddy? Important business. Everyone is here on important business. Watch. I don't give a damn. Wait for your turn like everyone else. Nice to have all the time in the world. He wants you to... Oh. Lady, what are you doing? Dove. Sent my little rats to get groceries this morning. Still haven't come back. Wonder if they think food will miraculously buy itself. Out of food? Have you been living under a rock, darling? Prices are soaring. Salt costs twice as much today as it did yesterday. Where's the grain? Where's the grain? There's still no train. People are worried. You're probably more reliable than children. How can I be at all places at once? I have to send the kids. They're probably at that station. Heavens, they're not in the tower, at least. I don't have the heart to whip. What station? Oh, it's the station. Better than that damned tower. I don't want to meddle. No, it's alright. They're in town, staying close. My neighbor hasn't seen. I don't know how long. Damn tower took them all. Wonder how you cope with that. Alright. Talk real quick. Greetings, I'm sorry to inform you that we're officially banned from joining the Watch. Governor's orders. Am I banned because I'm a doctor? I should be free to do whatever I want. I'd like to remind you that you're currently on probation. Though the murderer of Damon Kane, Barack, and several others is brought to justice, you're still considered a suspect. There's evidence against you. Rather speak to Subaru himself. Side. Hear about the house? What house? Your own house. The governor's orders, it was locked down during the investigation of Brock's death. Since the investigation is over, the governor can grant you access. Isn't that why you're here? Yes. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. We're doing the thing. Impulsively.
These reins chafe my hands bloody.
Well, get brains that are made out of softer material, dude. Oh, it's you. Made a prime suspect yesterday. Sorry, rash. You convinced the suspect. But I won't hear you complain. The error wasn't irrevocable. Not like you had me executed or anything. Nothing irrevocable about being branded a murderer and a dog. Mind my father's murder. Let's just, try to get to the topic rather than insult each other. No reason to inflate drama. I had no investigation. There's no organized search. I hold no official post here. In case you had any illusions on the part. My power is that of reputation. Traditionally, our failure reinforces order in the town. My God, I'm so sorry. On the rare occasion that it's broken. Those are rare, believe me. Peaceful little. I know. Village. You're the sheriff. Spare me the sarcasm, brah. Get this straight. You're still a suspect. Be a suspect until found and proved guilty. The only reason you're walking free is something called the presumption of innocence. I make myself clear. Good thing brain people do the words, yes. Anything else I can help you with? My house is locked. You have the key? House was locked by the committee that examined the crime scene. The evidence. Interest out of the committee. The investigation doesn't exist. They have the key. House is your property. Access. Look his little clenched fists. He's so angry. Okay, Alexander, you don't have to be angry. Hug. Like a hug. I would agree. Right, maybe not, but. Okay. Now, have to do all the things at oh, get go. This way until it. Those are not over here yet. No, I don't care about that. Well, then, walking. Ayuda, how fares your kind, Katange? You know what an Odu is? The Kindrosin. What does the Kandro title stand for? A body that contains a world. Everyone knows that. But, what does that mean? Bikara, it can be a creature made of many creatures, like a family. Haglur, a group of people bound by the same fate. Anyone just joining the stream, howdy and welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Haven't made it more clear. Our words are erased, Katange. Turn our fathers' flute sticks. Take old words, big words, and apply them to small things. Connection to the source is still there. The lines remember. Right. Connections are like veins. You can't just tear them out. Yes. Which gives me Earth Talk. There's that. Talking, Mr. or Mrs. Or, oh, I guess it's Mother Boat. Oh, or not, but it's the dirt part. One by beneath us. Something sounded an awful lot like rummaging. What up, lady? We got places to be. Sliding guy in the distance to not be. And I wonder if I'm a sliding guy in the distance. We can all be the... We're all the sliding guy in the distance. Someone else. Things up. Because if we'll have them. And he wants, though. Stop in the pharmacy. Before this begins. Because that's just going to be the name of this game. Expensive. Alright, I have one scalpel. That tweezer. Hair delicate equipment. Scalpel. Tourniquet. Immunity booster. Doesn't have what I was hoping to get a and alright, I was hoping he was gonna have bandages. I can bandage pile. We'll go for the may as well go for the scalpel. Do with that. Accept the loss. Go. Some evening gather. I have the key to my home now. My home suite is locked. I didn't need to buy that scalpel either. Now that I think about it. Not yet, at least. Well. Please back up some space. I'd like to point out that before going into this house, there is no weird soot on anything, as some people referring to it as. Let's refill that. So, oh, it's on. Get my very well there. goal here is to have as much water as possible. The house. Try not to waste any more time.
My blood is getting thicker.
In a quiet
That's a
house,
sign of something is
you can hear the rats in the walls.
Things begin.
When sugar dissolves in tea, it's not lost, is it? Neither will you be.
Banging around. Being spooky. That for now. Hunger's really high. I forgot to eat after I did this thing. This house has been defiled. Defiled! Spooky ghost children. Spooky painting. Who? Like, why? Why, though? Why do they have this painting? Why does everyone have that painting? It's the same painting everywhere you go. This time it fades away if you... I learned that. Spooky. Spooky cloud. Made out of cowboy hats. That's what those little black specks are, is microscopic cowboy hats. Path bag.
My chest could use catch a mouse. Or a rose in the house.
Yes. Talking inside my brain. Owning music. Gotta turn it on.
I do not fear death, and neither should you. Death, to a doctor, is but a partner in conversation, the constant witness of our work, even when we succeed. It is not old age or what comes after it that worries me. I am instead beset by the thought that I might fail to pass on my role. Make haste, son. I truly need you. Your loving father, Isidore Bach.
Your beliefs are beefs. Fair. I do believe in the beef. It exists. I cannot refute that fact. It goes around. What? No. This time. Touch. Rusty key. I found a spare key, but these thefts are becoming concerning. Your equipment is far from cheap. Not serve no one if it gets stolen. Do keep in mind that if our small arrangement is uncovered, I too will have to bear the consequences. So... Thought it left my inventory after I touched it. Great, that means I'm gonna carry it out of here. Those are both just trade items. Oh. They're worth carrying them. Scissors. Done. But We have tasks to accomplish. Record stops. I do recommend making sure you get your vitamins. That is true.
Could you catch a grouse? Or an rose? In a dark house?
I went in this room, so I already know that spooky things exist. Give me your plants. Dirt. Wait, really? I out of him. Alright. Alright. Oh, because it's pipe. Yeah. Alright. Let the Ashen Swish. No, I feel like Ashen Swish. Probably more. Getting inventory. You know what? Hunger's building. Eat that. Don't hold on. Butt spot, please. Butt spot knows. You're the one that told me to get butt spot. You don't get to complain about butt spot. Get out of my dad's house, you
All saints
robber
are
lady.
largely alike. They only speak of love. Love and patience are our most precious gifts.
Yeah. Butt spot responds to some butt butches, apparently. Butt butches. Everyone feels better when the butt butches get involved. Came to pay my respects to your father. Did you know him? Did not. I was already dead when he... I was already dead when he arrived. Wait. I think I got that one a little wrong. Why did you come then? Understand him. Why? I talk to people a lot, and they said a lot of good things about you. People, my greatest skill, you know. They open up and turn from puppets. Actual living humans? I'm going to live here now. Not right now. I don't want to sleep where blood was spilled. But I do want to rob my own house. Get out of the way. Thank you. So many of these things, but... I forgot about the gas tincture. Be here. Fudge. Alright. Let us think with our brain, not with our boot. So, what could we do? Take some things to have to drop it. Once I leave, I can't come back in. No, I'm not going to worry about the tinctures right now. I can... Frickin' it. That is correct, Raycon. By the way, welcome to the chat, Raycon. I didn't say that, but welcome to the chat. Wash your hands. It is important to avoid getting sick. I do want everyone to stay well. You know what? I don't need nearly as much as I need some gas. Then Mendril. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna have to. Then we leave. I don't have spaghetti available.
Tissue and sinew.
Good old
Peel them away,
friend,
and they conceal a rather
Tree.
simple diagram.
Dimitri Doug Dimmadome. Why are you here? Why are you? Really want to know? I'd prefer to, yes. Make sure nobody was nosing around the place. Well, I come bearing a sanitary order, so I'm here to examine and quarantine the place. You won't like it in there. Why? Something's wrong. That's so. Still, your kind permission. With your kind permission, I insist on examining the place. Your unkind permission would do. But if you struggle to provide even that, I'll fine without your consent at all. I hope I don't need to threaten you at gunpoint. He's threatening me with a gun! Telling me you're going to threaten me at gunpoint is the same thing as threatening me at gunpoint. Especially if you have a gun. Go ahead then, examine the place, and if you can explain what's going on here, be so kind to tell me too. What is this strange mold, I guess? Is it mold? That thing your house is covered in. Do houses often get scabs around these parts? What are you talking about? Then he evaporated. And now the scabs exist. Look, they're on all the houses. Sabotage? What? Alright, folks. He does seem rough to the touch. Have you tried? They say it is. Even if it doesn't look it. Looks greasy, though. Like that saying, what was it? Rough as Dutch, safe to touch. Smooth as bone, leave it alone. Yeah, that one. I always thought it was about the road less taken and such. Rough means a hard choice. Taking an easy path, and we all know where those lead, right? Right. I don't think he sabotaged my house. He's going in there to clean it. I mean, yeah, sure, he's not the greatest guy, but, not the worst. I really should leave this place. Breathing this, it can't be healthy, right? Is it touching this? Can't be a good idea. Rough as much. Child. The house is all sick, must be shingles. Houses do in fact have shingles, but not this kind. Barochka had shingles last year. Mom thought it was the coughs. Then the doctor said it was just shingles. Rash shingles. Got it from a cat. That's what he said. Doctor was that. Grandfather Isidore. He's a good doctor. He gave Barochka an ointment from herbs and ground stuff. Got better in a week. Only had to cut her hair. You ever get sick, go to him. He'll cure you in a second. Thanks, kiddo. Great advice. If I ever get sick, I'll go right to him. Why did you get all sad all of a sudden? You're saying the house is sick, huh? Can't you see? Dad says it's suit. But I don't think it's suit. House isn't alive. It can't get sick. Who told you that? All the houses are alive around here. Stone and wood, kid. They can breathe and talk. For real. Don't you believe me? Of course I believe. By that, I mean, evidently I don't. See if we can't talk to stock. Looking at the shingle houses. Earth grumblies. But also some fighting going on. Who would dare do some fighting? Doesn't sound friendly at all. What are you gawking at? Do you know who he is? It's Whitebeard's son. His dad went crazy yesterday and hurt people. Now you want to stone him to death? Started it. A bit too many of you and only one of him, don't you think? He's the same as his father. Ask him. Ask him why his dad called Whitebeard. Ask him. I'd rather ask you. Because he's a drunk. He gets smashed and attacks people. Raised a hand against my mom last year. A son does not answer for his father's actions. What are you getting in? Why do you get in our way? One way or the other, we'll get him. Go get his father if you want. Leave the kid alone. I'll tell you twice. Or, if he grows up to be like his father, then meet him here again in 10 years. Same place, same people. Then everyone, including the kid, walks away. Random direction. Kid, I gotta talk to you first. My dad didn't hurt anyone yesterday. They tell them to get off me. Yep. Be to a merry run from the thing, miss. Fix my knife. If I give you a different knife. That's weird. Right back because hey. So, we do the running, we think. Game takes a code. Right way. The grocer, or is this a closed? Where's the grocer? Pharmacy. Go to the grocery before we talk to stock. Alright. Interesting run cycles. Oh. I know that sound. Why aren't you running away? Aren't you scared? Boo. Playing hide and seek? No, not that. Not hide and seek. What then? Bone leg. I'm sorry, what? Oh. Oh, it's the, Shabaka D. How do you play that? I have bone legs, see? I'm a clay wench. I cannot walk, but whoever sees me runs away in fear. Run away too. You have normal leg. Ruining it. Run away already. Ugh, I can't even stop my foot. I'll bite you. Okay, okay. Not backwards, forward. This one. Door. Going grocery shopping. Shopping for some grocery. This is the song that I sing to bees. Nah, nah. Oh god, what just happened? I spazzed my camera out. Also, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what just went through my head there either. I don't always have complete control over the nonsense that comes out of me. And I can't sell Twire to her for anything worth it. Bam. Food's all expensive as heck. Anything I can sell for anything feasible? Fishing hooks. We're gonna do that just to get an egg. Hi. Eat the egg. Sure, our hunger stays well. What do we go to next? Right, we're gonna go talk to stock. But also we're gonna root to this garbage can. Maybe that garbage can. Neither of those were helpful. Disappointment. I go around the building. I heard bees. Dirt. Something of the sort. Or, God, which one of these buildings is Doc's house? Anyone remember? Somebody? Oh, the little girl's gone. I see. Left. Oh, I did have to go in here. Right here. I forgot. Should be upstairs. I could pick random locks, but they'll know. It says so. That's the open door. That's the not open door. Oh, they're both here. This was a thing I didn't get to do when I died a whole bunch. I can't believe... Oh, man, someone robbed Ruben. Who would have seen this coming? What?
And the rain. The goddamn rain. Does it ever end? Pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring.
It hasn't been raining, Ruben. Why did you come? Finally thought of some good excuses. Waiting for your excuse, an apology, which I may not accept. And you shaved your head, prepared to become a monk or a soldier. The best form of defense is offense. You've always done it well. Doc, are you out of your mind? Yesterday, I was told you had killed your father. You immediately believed it. That's not far from the truth, Barack. Seconds away from breaking your jaw. I'm not a murderer. I just meant it as... What's the metaphor? Called you a friend. You betrayed him. You left when he needed you most. He cried out for your help, but you didn't care. He was in peril, and you were too busy elsewhere. He believed, truly believed, that your arrival would put an end to his troubles. And as always, he was right. What peril? What do you know? No, he wouldn't tell me. Just did we wait for you to arrive. But you were in no hurry, were you? His first letter was sent in May. I only got a single letter, 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. Lara said I'm stupid. Can't disagree. That I've lost my marbles, but I haven't. Your father always taught us to take stock of the situation, Barack. Overall, you're unneeded here. Don't bother with your father's inheritance. He has better heirs. Already thinking about the inheritance, huh? So still grieve. Like you? Why not? I was his student. I just deserved his knowledge while you wiped your ass with his letters. I was always by his side. Listen. Hey, who the night he was murdered? Just important questions. This letter, the only one I received. You're idiot. He mentions a threat. What could it be? What do you know then? Some stupid... Shut up. Your father's inheritance is his work, Barack. That's his legacy. You are completely unworthy of it. Work is not yours. His knowledge is not yours. You abandoned both. Sent me away, jackass. He wanted me to study elsewhere. Go elsewhere, then. Learn whatever it is you'll learn there. Here, you have no place, and if Hidden tells you to let go of his burden, listen. Perhaps even that scum can be right sometimes. You're out of your depth here. Not going anywhere. The gravel, you're acting stupid. What's up, Lara?
Happily ever after, and horribly ever before.
That's ominous. Here we are again. I managed to calm down Stock. He was wrong about you, or he was not entirely right, at least. Still right, huh? Were you already offered your father's inheritance, Cub? Refuse it. I beg you. Do not follow his path. Already accepted what I must do. All in all, this is a quiet town. Not perfect, but there's a place for everyone. We're all connected through bonds of love, friendship, patience. Life flows through those bonds. Town's vein. Cut them would cause harm. Your father, don't be mad. He dreamt of remaking it all. Sure, he had his reasons. Was a well-respected man. Well-liked man. I'm having the idea doesn't necessarily make it incompetent. He was a healer, sure. He knew life as no one else could. The kin revered him, but even that did us more harm than good in the end. Why? But why, though? 5 years ago, there was an outbreak in the crude sprawl. It spread like wildfire. Dozens and dozens dead. People sent for Isidore. When he arrived, he ordered the whole quarter to be quarantined. No one could leave, not even the healthy people trapped inside. Terrible. I'd make the same call. Townsfolk obeyed his order without question. Barricaded the whole neighborhood. At the end, there were almost no survivors. Town lived. Suppose that is true, but Cub, do not take his inheritance. Isidore's inheritance is his power, his authority, his duties. If you become another Isidore, we will never rest. Never know peace. See what you mean, dear Gravel. Think about it. Dave. Yeah, it's an interesting interaction here. I actually didn't get to see that the last time I missed this event. Too busy running around all the other things I have to do. There's too many things to have to do in a day. Most importantly, is I have to get to that key icon. Oak stacks of importance. The trash can of destiny. Full of scissors. I guess. I have to go around this way. Oh, there's so many things to do in every day of this game. But that's not to mean that we can't get what needs to be done, done. You mean it when I say that we're worlds better than we were the first time we tried this. So, here we are. What's up, children?
What's that you're carrying around?
Didn't touch anything. What's going on here? Well, I'm not leaving. You got that? I got it. Are you catching rats or something? Why are you yelling at me? Old man and I, we used to do a lot of stuff here. I even figured out how to crystallize blue salt. Made extracts myself. Think I was just helping him? I know a lot of stuff. The thing on the table then. Did you make it all by yourself? Nasty. What is it? A mixer. Man used to make medicine here, like tincture. I think he called it. Extracts from all kinds of gross stuff. Yeah, you put the gross thing in, other gross thing in, and the gross things are... You're done. I don't really know how it works. For some reason, neither of them works. Can you fix them? And I'll do anything. Just don't make me go. All right, we'll house him stay. There's enough room for us both here. Mixer, we tinker. We already have everything we need. The tumbler human. There's a joke there. I hear you now. Speak, but waste no breath. I remember you, tumbler toy. You used to pretend you were alive when I was little. Ah, my old friend. No better to talk with than my own damn self. Now, he would have said, "This place is our true home. One can work here." Even though I've never been here before. I hope that barking sound isn't the microphone. I think we're good. I think we're good. You can sleep here. Throw my things here. I can carry everything around. A good spot. Perform operations here, and of course, make medicines. Without being disturbed by anyone. Live here, son. Live here and continue our work. The place is yours now. Here, you anything. Here, you can do anything. That's exactly what it would have said. The alembic works. Golden hands. Now let's review what it's for. Remember Olmar's? Of course, it's a tincture made from herbs. Correct. Tinctures are the foundation of every treatment. This is the point in the game where we learn the doctoring bit. Graces its wondrous herbs, twine, the queen of plants, swavery, ash and swish, white whip. Tell me what's so good about them. Astringent properties, I believe, and thus improve immunity. Properly prepared, a good tincture is a powerful booster. Or they can uncover the symptoms of a disease. Correct, they reveal the symptoms of a disease and improve immunity. How would you make a tincture? Clear water, no ethanol. Step herbs are too delicate. Different combinations of the herb will reveal different symptoms. However, all tinctures boost immunity. This effect comes from the soil, not from the herbs themselves. Untente, clear water, different herbs. You can find both here. Look in the cabinet. Well stocked. And then the world is green, apparently. Listen, green's a good color. I don't disagree with this, but I do disagree with the blurriness that kind of makes me a little nauseous. Plant, 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 plant. Bacon stuff. Through whatever that is. Oop. Oh, lady. Our mom has some sort of wicked disease, doctor. Can you give me a little sister something to keep her safe? She's a frail one. September is truly foul. It is indeed. Prophylaxis. Drink some Mendril, little lady. Cape. But now let's get down to curing people. What always comes first? Layer hides the sickness. Correct again, but you are forgetting something. Pain. Pain is our great ally. It reminds us we're still alive. It drives us to action. However, when a patient is in unbearable pain, it can't uncover which layer has come out of balance. Pain in check. Not to mention that using Olmar's hurts the patient well. Don't get smart with me, boy. Get to Olmar's soon enough for now. Work. Relieve his pain. Just grumpy. Yep. You're better off without preparing Olmar's than that relieve pain. Knowledge is taboo. Stick to morphine and you'll be fine. Any medicine is fine if it lets you avoid making cuts. Cutting anyone yet, am I? Oh, right. I have to. Forgot they want you to take everything with you. Medicines. Got too many pains. Oh, welcome back, Salty Cat. Pleasure to have you around again. Yeah, we're... Oh, Distressing Desu, you're also back. Glad to see you too. Yeah, we're back to normal Wednesday. I'm actually thinking I'm not gonna do that random game Wednesday anymore. I think I'm just gonna stick to Pathologic2 every Wednesday. Just if I want to play other games, I'll do those off on some other time. But, you know, we're arguably pogging. Made a couple jokes to make the town hate us. We're back to the Tumblr human, relearning how to be a doctor again. It's time for the most important part. Do you remember what a meat is? Mete. The bones, nerve, and flesh. This has always struck me as strange. That's the pog for today, I guess. Your favorite character is Tumblr Human? Tumblr Human is pretty interesting. It bothers me that his eyes aren't at the very least like a level plane. One's higher than the other, and that's the thing that kind of gets me a little bit. Internal organs. Why are they bones? Why are the bones the deepest layer? Aren't the bones the deepest layer? I told you time and again that triangular plots ruin imagination. I also told you that our ancestors perceive. Wait. We all know this is Cowboy Core. I also told you that our ancestors perceived the world as a single whole and treasured its many links and connections. Respect the clarity of thought they possessed. What is most important part in your knowledge are the layers. Knowing the exact nature of an illness is not necessary for healing. Picking the correct layer, however, can bring a patient back to normal. The Olmars and different herbs correspond to the layers. Colors for mnemonics: white, yellow, rusty. Rusty's a color. An Olmar can only reveal symptoms of the layer of the same color. Let's say you're making an Olmar for 2 herbs. How do you know which color you'll get? One of the herbs decides. Like ogres. Like ogres, onions have layers. You'll learn the properties of herbs in due time. Only this way you will also... Do you like the new setup? Because I worked really hard on it. And by that, I mean, I spent a lot of time just getting it set up to go. But thank you. Learn the properties of herbs in due time. Only this way will you understand how things are connected. Grab more herbs and water. Prepare an Olmar of every color. Go in blind. Dab out your eyes. Alright, 3 tinctures, 1 of each color. I will try. How are you both dying on this? That's a different little boy. That's a different little boy. Yeah, I don't have my full model ready yet, but, you know, we're getting there. Is it cool because it's blue, and blue is a cool color? Sorry, I'll stop. I won't stop. We all know I won't stop. We got a white. And got a yellow. And is this rusty? Nope, that's white. What's this? That's rusty. An Olmar of every color is linked to a specific layer. Tell me how. Listen on that layer. Correct. However, there is a catch. What do you think it is? Misleading. A single symptom may be connected to several layers. Yep. Yes, your job is to eliminate all the wrong possibilities. Every single tincture I give the patient hurts them. Write down all the recipes. Yeah, I really should do that, shouldn't I? You guys will be my memory, right? You'll help me go like, I need some yes. Can anyone help me get some yes? I'm gonna write them down eventually. I will definitely have to remember to do that. Head empty. Spaghetti ready. That is so. You have to keep an eye out for pain levels. It is time to act, son. Also, I hope you guys have been having a good day. Uncover the symptoms. Determine which layer is out of the balance. Thank you very much. So I'm more or less moved into my new location. You know, still some things to do. I haven't done most of my unpacking, but we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I'll be observant. Observant's better than careful, right? I just clicked the wrong button a bunch of times. There we go. I fixed it. All right, medicine time. I almost fell out my chair. Let's give him a little bit more painkiller. Because... yeah, how much pain gets upped per each thing. Alright, let's go ahead. I actually think I remember exactly how this works from the last time I failed. So it's either nerves or it's blood. So we try for blood. Rust. And It rises anything up 3. Breath becomes ragged. It's nerves or blood. The 2 emotions, infection and pain. I agree. I agree that those are the 2 emotions. If I remember correctly, it was nerves. Give him more. Now we can give him gas. That confirms that, yes, I was right. It was nerves. But now we... Now you know which layer the illness is hiding on. It's time to administer antibiotics. Which there are 3 kinds of as well. You give too many at once, too big a risk. Yes, you can only administer a single one. Antibiotics are harmful, as you know. So, gotta push my biology with all this talk of layers. The layers, the lines. Don't forget. Never forget about the lines. Give the kid the medicines. Look at that. It's yellow. That makes it easy to tell. Now he's undying. Hey, listen. There's ways to be better than just sick. We could be happy sick people. Hopefully. Maybe someday. See, that wasn't so hard. Soon you'll remember everything. Make a great healer. You're all be proud of. Sorry, you won't be around to see it, Father. But all my rage, I'm still just a thick guy. The end. Alright, I need gear and I need box. I have the gear because I had all gear already. That away. Like Piscataway. Monies. A little creature? We're talking about Tinker Toy. My non-perishable foods in the cabinet. That way I can stop carrying them around everywhere. I don't... I agree that he's a friend. Okay, let's grab that. Alright, so now's when we start coming to eating some other things. Let's...
I know the lines too.
Yeah?
How else could I find my way around all the addicts? Every Joker's one joke away from being a goner.
Is he... He's saying that we live in a society? Can't believe Sticky would say that. That's so controversial. Anyone in there? Can you hear me for a moment? You just stood there feeling bad, maybe? Sticky watched the Joker. The air's thick here in September. Breathe in too deep and you'll pass out. Get too much air inside your brain. We all know that air is bad for your brain. Remembering Father. So does it work now? Yeah. Only one of them. Would you like me to look for scrap metal? We need it to fix it. Cogs and stuff. Special toolkit. You can find toolkits in shops, but rarely. Doable. Listen, right now, I would not recommend any kid goes to school. No matter how thick the air is or how not thick the air is. You can find toolkits in shops, but rarely. But it's doable. Won't think anyone's selling one now, but if I see one, I'll let you know. I'll find one myself at some point. Just to keep Sticky safe. I don't want him going out. Alright. How do I make a... I should make a bunch of things. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save some of the black twire to, something, I guess. Sell, maybe? What does this make? If I use ashen swish and brown twire, should I get rust?
What's that you're carrying around?
Think so? Oh, wow, I got really good rust. Really good rust. And really bad eggs. Then we got really good. Yas. Not Yas. Mendril. Good places to start. The cowboys have been replaced by, something. We're going to use that to help him make a plague. Listen, it's valid. Through whatever that'll make me. Make some more normal stuff. Because we need a lot of this to just throw at people. It's that. Oh, I meant to make myself. I forgot that's what I was gonna do today. I was gonna make myself a little cowboy hat to put on my, put over my little PNG. Whatever. Next time, I'll remember to do that next time. We're just gonna make as much of that as we can. Because now I will put the Zerk cabinet. Actually, we don't need to diagnose anyone for a bit, so I'm just gonna carry these around so that way I can have them. Flip art cowboy hat, stock images. Yeah, but I have to like actually set it up so I can use it. There we go. That frees up a lot of inventory space. Look how many fingernails I have. Almost a whole hand. I'm doing so much better than the first time. I'm so proud of myself. What's my hunger at? Pretty high. I don't want to eat these. I want to save that for... Alright, wait. Where's the nearest grocery store? Shop. Broken Heart, pharmacy. That grocery. We're gonna run to the grocery store. Sticky, I'll be right back. I gotta go get some milk and eggs. Hi, lady. Sorry about your loss. Still, right thoughts. Earth takes her due, but gives in kind. Listen. This is the playthrough where I walked into the steps for 6 hours. This is that playthrough. Have you now remembered me? Do you remember connections? Yes, that was like the first thing that was the first thing I did as soon as I got off the train, as I walked off into the frickin' steps. Yeah, no, the one that I messed up on was the one where I never wandered around and I tried too hard. But I also, guess, I don't know. I just didn't. It was my first playthrough. I cut myself a little slack. Yeah, so I don't expect to get all the way through because I did walk off into the steps for 6 hours. I'm sure it's gonna come back to bite me, just not as quickly. It's you, Basam. Dance with all your energy, huh? I need to make the earth split open. Lay your father to rest. I see. I'm all yours. I've no need for such gifts. But you told me once, I often dream of salt, whether its taste or color. Whole salt pits, or holding some in my pinched fingers. Do you believe me now? It can't be. En she yun kun geshpesk. But you're not heartless, however cruel. Oh, wouldn't you hold no grudge against you? Tristram, just mind this. When you finally remember, when you realize why you need me, do not hold a grudge either, promise? I'm not the type to hold grudges. Don't send me away. We're bound, you and I. I'm yours, remember that. I couldn't forget even if I tried. Lady, I remember that there's a thing I remember, but it's not yet. We're gonna run to the grocery store. We're gonna get our favorite interaction in the game. Thank you for bringing me my pet. Sunbang. Hello, I bought your bowl. Here, it's bowl time. Clean it up too. We Katanga never swindle one another. It's the beloved boy, everyone's favorite bowl. Oh, I'm so happy he's here. Can I get emotes of any type in chat for the bowl? I need a bowl emote. I'm gonna need that once I can get emotes. Everyone's favorite character. And you know what? We love Loy as well for giving us the bowl. We Katanga never swindle one another. I hope it does talk one day. So you say it'll warn me of danger? Loy is good. I agree. It will. You believe me, and for that, you'll be rewarded. Mother Bodo and so could be my witnesses. But yeah, oh, thank you. Call it Lucky Find. But then you don't get to name it Lucky Find. It's not an option. That upsets me. But it does have hyper-realistic eyes. And that also upsets me. Got anything to say? Any surprises in store for me? How long do I need to wait? Shake your head at least. He is shaking his head. Good boy. The best bowl. Ooyaga bowl. I love that that's an option. I'm clicking it. Cool. Sorry, I have to go to the grocery store still. Run. There's so much stuff we need to do to not die. Death is bad. Yeah, why can't we pet the bull? Unplayable. Oh, right, there's a match. Gizzers. I started coming over here, but then I had to stop. Thought I saw a thing. Oh, it's just a little bouncy mouse. Which one of you told me what it was called? I've already forgotten. I'm sorry. Back door? What? This is the wrong place. I have to go through here. A gerbil. Gerbo. Not a gerbil. Sorry. It's like a gerbil. They're just perfect little beings, aren't they? Alright, so we're actually just... They got free gerbils in the town on the Gorgon. Back home, the gerbils roam free. Far as the eye can see. We're gonna just go ahead and spend the expensive money on the food. That is gonna go bad, so we can eat the food that's gonna go bad. Alright, that's good. Then we run. We have to go take a nap now. Speed napping. Oh man, free air! It's good. Come on down. Breathe in the twire. Ah, it's good for you. Anything that feels this good can't be bad for you, right? Haha. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Speaking of twire. Ooh. Vibe into that. Oh, the music went away. Oh, it's still there. It's still there. There's so many things I'm working on to improve Dream that I can't wait to show off. But some jams are in there. So I hope y'all get to hear those in the near future. I'm so excited. I'm glad to hear you're excited too. It means a lot to me, really. It does. All right, now the lady is gonna be gone. Yeah. Well, the thing is that like I have some of the things already. I'm just waiting for other things to be finished and doing things in some kind of order. Save. Slept. 2 hours slept. Because we have lots of exhaustion. That'll have to do. Alright, so Ruben is just Ruben is an idiot. The end. We learned that we can use water to make herbs. The contraption in the lair can be used herbal tinctures. Second contraption needs serious repairs. Other contraptions are out of order. 5 years ago, soon after I left the town, an outbreak of a horrible disease happened here. Father destroyed it. All my homies hate Ruben. But, side note, he's a good type of sandwich. I went, so I actually, did you guys show up while I was talking to Ruben? Because I actually went and I actually managed to make the interaction between, get to the interaction between Ruben and Lara at Ruben's place. And it was, I was laughing because I immediately walk in there, I'm like, oh my god, Ruben, someone robbed your house! Who would have done such a thing? Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe that someone would rob Ruben, right? There's a big pile of herbs. I should be able to use them. Tinker. Repairing. Inventory. Alright, so I have... Get things. Need the bag upgrade. Yes, we left his house and then we tried to help somebody and then we died. That's what happened. That is why our health has that nib. Or to save, because we're actually doing pretty decent right now. Cat's here. He's enjoying the new location for the record. We're gonna go to the Broken Heart real quick. Because we're gonna need more money. And we actually have a decent amount of tinctures. Yes, cat! He's crawling around right now. Oh no, my frames are going away. What's happening? Come on, stream, come back to me, baby. Oh no, guys. Something's happening. Not... Just my stream's, like, chunking right now. I mentioned cat and all my bandwidth left. Let me try... Let me just try one quick thing. Helps. I'm gonna change the background. Static background. That helps. It does not. chugging. Here comes the frames again. All right, so maybe turning... I want to see if this goes back to chug. All right, it's telling me my frames are back. I want to see if turning that back on plummets our frames, or if it was just... No, it's not. We're doing good. Fine. Yeah. There is a big difference, is that at the new place I'm at, I'm on Wi-Fi instead of... we're on Wi-Fi instead of Ethernet now. Oh, yeah, it also could have been just path loading. But I don't know, I'm watching like my CPU usage on OBS, and it's pretty static. But we are in the happening scene. Yes, young Vlad. Your face seems vaguely familiar, but I'm positive we've never met before. Son of Isidore Barak, my name is Artemy, and I'm an herb champ. Oh, Cat, you want to come up? Yeah, Cat can't get up here on his own anymore, because... Yes. So instead he has to beg me. Yes, beg for my entertainment. No, he don't. I don't make him beg. He comes right back up. Cat's joining in. He's excited. He knew you guys all loved him. I'm the son of Isidore Barak. My name's Artemy, and now he wants to possess my keyboard. And my condolences and my envy, because you want your dad dead. I know, almost like I've read this before. You were lucky to have a father like him. Isidore respected you as a person. God, Cat, you are being so needy right now. He indulged your desire to walk your own path and has never forced you to follow in his footsteps. Never tried to produce a carbon copy of himself. Vlad Jr. kinda cringe, not gonna lie. I'm afraid it's not so simple. When he sent you away, the kin were livid. They condemned Isidore for tearing you away from your roots. They always said that this was the only way for you to come to truly love your people. Choice, not blind necessity. Great love and wisdom in that. You can be well informed. My position in the family forces me to keep tabs on everything that happens in our sad little town. Don't seem happy with that. You know, he's not completely worthless, guys. Look on the bright side. He's the one that provided Isidore and now Artemy with the lab. Your familial obligation is a sore spot for me. I'd pay good money to never have to think about it again. But you are right. Young Vlad does not deserve to have a cowboy voice. Artemy does, though. Artemy's part of Cowboy Corps. The big man himself. I put that away. So I was resetting up my OBS. I actually don't have the mask readily available. But hopefully mask-related surprises in the future. Don't worry. Familial obligation is a sore spot. Very important principle. A father like yours, I don't see how you could say otherwise. Your father is an influential person in the town, though. If we disregard the Kanes and Subarovs, one could say my father controls this town as closely as he controls his fat purse. It is. Hopefully you'll see once it comes along a little bit more. Yeah, the mask was just a temporary placeholder I made because I have no artistic skills. Sadly, he's content with the current state of affairs and sees no reason for things to change. Yeah, I've more or less taken off the mask for now, is what we'll say. Things are already in motion. Let's speak of something else. All right, though, the current power plants. Should be challenge. I'm saying this is a son of the kin. I pushed the wrong fucking button again. First, most importantly, fire costs 3 times as much today. Do I have any brown fire? 2. Yeah, it's not gone. Actually, if try something out. Unfollow me and then refollow me. That's a weird thing. I never thought I would request that. Try it out, because I haven't tested it yet. See, it's not gone. E. Right? Just straight pogging, bro. Sorry. Take it back. I didn't mean to say that. Cat's disappointed in me too. Egg. Mask man pogging. I never noticed this pile of horns before. Are they horns? Are they roots? They're probably horns. This is the cow slaughter town.
They claim it's healthy, but the taste is unbearable.
Sometimes things that taste bad are good for you. Part of it. Fancy a drink? Found a note and a key in father's house, signed V.O. Were you the one who granted him access to factory cellar? Chandelier, that's a good point. Found it. I hope you have enough sense not to mention it to my father. Also a VO, who happens to own the factory. All its sellers, and all its workers. Held against your father. How did it happen? Dear Artemy, I appreciate they're straightforward, man, so I'll be honest with you. Your people, or rather, what's left of... I never talked to Grace today! Heck! More like slavery. Would create a more productive and efficient foundation or industrial empire. Do you understand? Not quite. Rather, revive the kin, its dignity. I'm fond of your traditions. They're unusual, almost miraculous. I don't believe in mysticism, but one has to accept the obvious facts. A philanthropist. No, I'm a selfish man, acting entirely on its own interests. Slave labor is inefficient, for one. Kin are dying out. Bearable work. I don't want to be the only broken asset, robbed of any will to flourish. Pardon my cynicism. Some sort of contraption in the facility. What is it? Can't say for sure. I've been to the place a few times, but never had any opportunity to scrutinize your father's work. Finding usual ingredients, making organic mixtures of some sort. He had a fascinating theory about natural elements, about how they intertwine. Universal synthesis hypothesis. Didn't know how the contraption works. Assembled it himself. And remember that I told you before, be discreet. About the place already, but I'll take it. My word binds, I will not risk breaking it. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so I can still get to Grace, I just have to run.
They call the abattoir
Run. Save. Back out the door. This way. There's gonna be a hole in the fence if I go this way? Yes, there is. We'll get to you, Grace. Don't worry. I didn't forget. I just kind of forgot. It's okay. I promise. It's a big oof. There's been bigger oofs. Like wandering off into the steps for 6 hours. This guy's... He's okay. He's fine. Yeah, I brought you the bar horn. So time to sprint. wait, distraction. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? I'm not easily distracted. Hey, kid, what are you doing? Oh, it's Murky. Let me come here. I don't need you. Nobody here. Yeah, we're not friends with her anymore anyway. With who? Grace. Why? She's killing herself, Grace's. She doesn't care. Killing herself. Talks to the dead for real. Touches them with her head. It kills the living. Telling her. That's not how it's done, but she won't listen. How is it done? Like there's a different way? There's another way. I can show you. Come on, just walk with smaller steps. I want to go check on Grace first. There's so much twire everywhere. I gotta make sure Grace doesn't die. She's not gonna die, I know, but I want to check on her first.
It's cold here.
Why'd you come? You aren't allowed to be here now. Bothered today? No, I didn't. Look at me. All right, fine, it's true. The dead need to be spoken with, otherwise they're into pain. Answer. Sometimes, when they do, I feel pain too. Girl told me it kills you slowly. Is that true? Clara, right? But she praised me that I'm doing the right thing by consoling the dead. She's a very kind girl, though there are those who hate her for some reason. Does it kill you or does it not? It hurts me. Clara said I only have enough strength for 3 or 4 more conversations after that. I die. 4, okay. I'll have to strategize about how to best use your abilities, or what did my father say to you? He said that it hurts, that he never expected it, that it was strange, as if a friend had killed him. Very sad he didn't get to see you. But he also said nothing would have changed even if you'd gotten here on time. We are sad for Grace. Nothing would have changed. She'd still be alive. Friend, huh? I need rest. Can you come back later, please? I feel so well right now. Of course. Goodbye. Okay. Now I go back up and talk to Murky again. But also I need to pick up all of these plants. I saw the glowy bits. You can't trick me. Oh yeah. Picking the dead people plants. That's how you know they're the good ones. I heard a cowbell. Rattling. Being spooky, guys. Cowbells tied to graves shouldn't rattle. Also, did I dig them up? Dead 3. Alright. Not gonna walk off into the steps. I'm not gonna walk off into the steps. I don't want to walk off into the steps. I'm not gonna do it though. Variety of herbs, that's good.
And I will get a dog. Teach it to be a tiger. I'll call it Grumby.
What? What is Murky smoking and where can I get some? Show me how to talk to the dead? A different way. Go. Go slow. Got short legs and I can't run. Why can't you run? Not polite. Not polite. Makes the earth mad. It's alive after all. Makes sense now. Let me carry you.
Nobody ever did give me a pony after all.
That because I gave ride on back? Here? Here, I guess. Here. Go ahead. Show me. Murky, no. Murky just had me wander off into the steps. Show me. Listen to Swevery grow. Swevery. We need Swevery and Twire. Blade of each kind, it's pretty. It is, but I'm not sure what you want me to do. Now go pick grass. Plants. I just told you Swevery and 3 kinds of Twire. Pretty blades. Don't you know which grass is magic? A Swevery and 3 kinds of Twire. Right, now. That dream. Alright. We gonna smoke up with a little girl is, I think, what's about to happen. Oh no! Marky sends you to the steps. Bad ending. The day is over. 2 pantomimes being rehearsed. 7 people missing.
The day is over. The end draws ever closer. A new pantomime is rehearsed at the theater.
Not running off for no reason. Just checking a little bit. Okay? It's fine. Fine, I'm not doing too much. We need these grass. I'll get back to Murky. I'm not gonna get lost. Oh, heck. I am a thirsty boy. Alright, let's talk to Murky and then get back to the pantomime time.
I don't have enough hands.
These are the right blades. Magic enough.
So sad.
How can you tell which one? How can you tell which herbs are magic? The ones that grow from a person. Person in the ground, I mean. Like mom and dad. Want to talk to your dad, right? Go ahead then. Talk to him. Thought you were going to teach me. What am I supposed to teach? You just need to want it really hard. Close your eyes tight, too. Happen. Oh, it's all just daydreaming. Not lie, I did not. Don't need you. Nuh-uh, not at all. My own fault for taking that. Who cares if you need me? Close your eyes and instantly falls asleep. What is there about you to love? I don't want to. Nuh-uh. Not imposing myself on you. I am not asking this little girl to love me. Little boy? Is Murky a little boy or a little girl? I don't know. Doesn't matter. They're a little murky. Impose myself. Let's.
And I will get a dog. Teach it to
We
be a
need
tiger.
stupid dog talk.
I'll call it Grumby.
Murky daughter. Ah. Not getting lost. Not getting lost. Not getting lost. Constantly checking the thing. Can't get lost because I need to. That. Because I was tired of having no stamina in abundance. Staminas. Go talk to Shava. So many things. Herbs, you right. That's how the herb champ does. Does. Herb champing it up. Don't chase the lady. Bad. Okay, I gotta get this herb. So many more herbs than I did the first time I did this. Lady! Teach us the things. Teach you? What will she teach you? She knows our traditions, how long we've been oppressed. Now we face extinction. Extinction. We forget our language, our crafts and arts, the art of talking to earth, the language of herbs, the craft of lines, she advises well. I think you need, not a simple one. Sure, it's simpler than you think. Question for our mother. There's little time left before it all ends. When it happens, will I be allowed to spare the lives of those who trusted me and called themselves friends? Would I be allowed to not kill them? Yeah, yes. What up, Katanga? I want to ask Sabah. Will our brothers and sisters be allowed to marry? The kin are, well, kin. We're all children of Bodo. There's so few of us left. Only way to survive, marry the townsfolk. Different. No, you're not. Well, it doesn't matter. When the kin swallow the town, there'll be neither wives nor children. Become the kin's last generation. Hey. Don't look so good, dude. Want some plants? I got plants. I got a fuck ton of plants. But ask Mother about self-sacrifice. Said we must sacrifice everything for our fellow kin. As we prepare to flood the town, gave everything I had, even my own entrails. Now I'm dying. Did I make the correct decision? Brings from hindsight. Was that a pile of dirt? I got plans. Oh. Make sure this is nowhere. Talk to him. Cat, are you struggling? What do you need? No, you want to stay up here or go down? Wants his face to be where my mouse goes. We went to the warren. We stood by its walls. We hoped to be let in the ark that passes spreading across the town. We wanted to hide. Can't get Mother Taya. We can at least find refuge at Saba. She's also like a mother to us. How to protect ourselves. Children of many mothers, aren't you? Mother Bodo caresses. Step still. Right. Save. Chabatun's reflection. Drinks a lot of milk. Cool. No one knows how she became herself. Suspicion and fear surround a tale of one who left the steppe. She's said to be inhuman, doll of clay and bone. Shabnakadi. There's blood in her veins, and Cat just jumped. Blood in her veins. Aspidy's great. Sabaatun's reflection says, the same can be said of Earth, so what? Those are mere legends. My master waits for her assigned time. 5 years ago, during the first outbreak, Earth tasked her with a secret task that had been fulfilled back then. Are you saying that? First outbreak was curbed by your father, however. With vicious force, he changed the flow of history, and Sabaautun, the one called Aspidy, by common folk, stayed behind within this world. A groomless bride, a blemish, lost, strange from her true goals, believes she owes her life to Eastdor. Made her. Saw her. What do you mean, made? She feigns humanity well, and holds respect and power in the kin. She rules over this hiding place where stepfolk find escape from being yoked within Olginski's cruel mill. Here they can hide and heal and run their midnight market. Not funny, reflection. Kin respect her, Sabah, though they fear her too, but they rely on her protection. She's their Exegi, interpreter of ancient lore. Through her, the kin remember their rights, their speech, themselves. They know it not, of course. Them, she is a flame, and they are moths. Exegi, I don't think I know that word. Bamagi, holy tale of the kin, does speak of the self as poison. It rises and bellows me. Discord soon follows, then blood, calamities, fear. We've seen it all a couple days ago. We do not have this. We are a whole. saying some frightening things. Your father, whom she worships without understanding, meant the kin to merge into the town and make a body whole, but we cannot and will not. She has decided to adjust the town to the needs of the kin. She brokers work for brides and adorns, setting them up as dancers and couriers. Why? She's doing. Indeed, she's not human after all, but love does not but love does drive her, like it drives you. Love is blind and foolish. Not old. What's up, Aspity?
Emshen. Eseger. I see you plainly.
I am not on a plane, I am sorry. I know how to break that to you. Earthworms, your roots, Emshen. I had a voice for Aspity, didn't I? What was it? It was, Earthworms, your roots, Emshen. That was it. There we go. For all these people, Shaba, what do they want? They respect me, you see. I know not the lines, but I sense earth. I speak to them on their behalf. They believe I am made of soil like Shabnak Adig, though they don't call me that. Is this not why you come to my stream, is for terrible, terrible voices and accents? They ask strange questions, Shaba. When do they come to you? I teach the truth of the kin to these people. I retell our old legends. I remind them of Bodo's will. Thank you. Earth and speak here. Well, I lost my place. Where was I? I'm going to start over. I teach the truth of the kin to these people. I retell their old legends. I remind them of Bodo's will. Of how the world is a body. I hear the earth and speak her will for them. I make sure they know where they came from and where they are going. Sick people, a weak people needs this. Our future hangs by a thread. I talked to them. I suppose I did your work for you. Knew that would happen. Aspie's just like, I knew you would do that. Yep, definitely. You've done well following the lines. I drew them on the floor so that way you wouldn't get lost. I heard you spent 6 hours in the steppe the other day. How? My answer's not the same you would have given them. They believe they come here for advice. False. They have long since made up their minds. Now only their weakness sows doubt in them. We take on the burden of that doubt. Whatever we tell them, they'll do what they think is right. That's your idea of help? They're helping us, not the other way around. The question matters, not the answer. To the listener, not the speaker. They carry their own stories. You carry yours. Such is the truth of the lines, Taga. The truth of the earth. Oh, give it some thought. Then be safe, Agun. What's my stats look like? They're decent. We are gonna try to get back to sell more brown twire. Have a lot, and it's worth triple right now. Ooh. I need the monies, so that way I can continue to buy the foods. So that way I can continue to live. Bull, you just hanging out over here? Yeah, you are. Everyone loves Bull. No one would hurt Bull. No one hurts Bull taking their kidneys. And not in the joking sense. Going the wrong way. I have to go this way. Yeah. To be fair, I wouldn't go after any place that had a bull guarding it. First they locked the termitary, then the murders, now the factories stopped, unheard of. Fat Vlad would work us to death with no rest or sleep. His domain never stops, and now they're cordoning off street districts too? What's going on? For myself. Emergency at the factory, I guess, and now there's some sort of poisonous soot in the air. Say. We'll see what soot it is. District's locked down under Dr. Dankovsky's orders. Districts are off limits to anyone but medical personnel. Are you that Varak guy? Ah, yes. Soot. Now that's news. What's going on? Why is the area locked off? People say something happened at the factory, like an emission. Toxic soot in the air makes your eyes water in a minute. Wouldn't be smart to go in without protection. Remember, guys, wear a condom over your head. What does your beloved Aunt Coffsey say? He says the district is locked down and off limits to anyone but doctors. Barak's allowed. Barak. He has memory issues, doesn't he? Immunity boosters, 2 pills. Protective clothes, 1 unit. Here you go. Pills here. Okay, cool. And auto equips the mask. Run, 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 run. Check the garbage anyway. We have to get down here. I gotta sell this dirt. I just jumped on the table. He's fine. He doesn't care. Bloody Twire costs 3 to... Oh, it's already changed. Damn it. Bloody Twire versus Twire makes it forget themselves. You know what? I don't care, because I have more of that one than I had the brown. Cool. Wish the black one was worth more right now. We're just gonna go ahead and sell it all. They heard that. Oh, and they're like, quick, we don't like Artemy. Fucking just change the prices around willy-nilly. Buy that. Buy this egg. Still gonna make money. Why did I drop that? Why? What? Oh, because it's a tall glass of tan. Oh god, I love the pile of drop animations. Tall. It's 3 tall. Several heights. Save. Alright. Let's go to the church. Not the church. We're gonna go to the theater. Watch the play. Get water while it's still fresh. Oop. Going around this way just because. And follow the tracks. This way, yes. Activate sprint mode. Edie Mickey, away! Down. I want to get things done. Why are my legs so slow? Maybe I should replace them with milk. If I go the next one. Flash of light at the wall. That's not ominous at all. Garbage can? Garbage can. Best thing. Empty bottle. And we keep running. Oh heck, there's gotta be people and junk, aren't there? I think this is like first night that there's really just like dudes around everywhere, isn't it? Yeah. Then I can steal their kidneys. They threatened my bowl. Oh, we're gonna help the guard. Helping the guard helps us. They... Wait. This is, Oh, no, that one guy's a normal guy. Yeah, let him go. Or we're gonna let him go. Because I have priorities. Not some hooligan who can just have alleyway brawls all night. I have theater to consume. I am a cultured individual. Exactly. I can't be late for my own play. Is that a... That's a mean dude. Onward we go into the dark. He's very dark. There's the lights.
I can work miracles. I just lay hands on a person and they... You know, if they had cancer or a tumor or something in the blood.
You know, something in the
blood. I'm not very good with terms, but God loves me.
3 years ago, a cure for typhoid was found. 4 years ago for the Blue Death. A year ago for a strain of smallpox. Science is all-powerful.
Local medicine can do a lot. Although while studying, I started to see it as backwards, but it did work at times.
Well, satisfied with your boasting? Trying to impress each other like little kids? Unbelievable.
Enough with this ridiculous meeting, you bunch of quacks. No type of medicine will help you here.
Making duck sounds over there. Correctly, there is no interactions to be had in here. Right? You know, Artie's not even that hunchback. He just leans forward a little bit. They're having fun. They're having a good time. Play. Everyone's actors. You know, from getting stabbed. Straight up not having a good time, dog. Got her thoughts. Horror from the rustling of the herbs, the voice of the dead. Don't. But I have a pocket full of herbs now. Looked at all the herbs. Talk to the dead, Murky. Talking to the dead is Grace. Father is dead. He's been Vlad Jr. Spends his day in the pub. Keep an eye on the immunity. Unclean districts. Yo, look at how many immunity boosters you have. It's not none. We're gonna drink the milk that we already had from longer. Yeah, that seems like the smartest thing to have done. Alright, let's... We're already up this way. Let's head towards... Lara's... Not Clara's place. Lara's place. Also see if we can find more plants. And stuff. jump off the cliff. Go carefully to avoid the monsters that want to eat us. Actually, don't go down that staircase. We just continue along this way. Also, we dumpster dive the whole time. I have 2 eggs in my inventory. I forgot about that. Dumpsters. Dive. That's a barrel. Garbage can. It's empty. Depression. There he is. It's like Timbuktu, except with a butt. Okay, we're gonna stop in the clothes store. We're gonna see if we can buy that one cloth that we need, because we have big brain energy. Somewhere. Where is the door? Your beloved butt spot. Yeah, like there was that one time butt spot was super active, but like other than that, butt spot's not been too active. Have this. Okay, we need that. What we don't necessarily need. Scissors. And we're just gonna go with that. Once we rearrange the inventory, I should be able to store it well. It's gonna fall on the ground for now. Oh. That, oh, it's a cloak. It wasn't. Oh, wow, this thing needs a lot of inventory, doesn't it? One, is that where the thoughts? Oh, Menku knowledge. That's the thing I had to get on to get rid of the little light. I forgot that this exists. Water can boost immunity. Tincture of sparkling water. Tincture of things. There we go. What else? What did we need to upgrade? We needed thread. Needed the cloak. What else were we doing up this way? We were going to go visit Lara. We're going to talk to the lady. All right, guys. I'm going to... Oh, she's actually not there, so we're fine. I don't even need my sensor bar. Buy that lady a shirt, side quest. Man, I did just buy a cloak. Let's see. There's not much I can do to try inventory enough to fit the cloak over there. I don't need to be wearing this mask. Oh, just losing durability on things because why not? How many blood to pour on the ground here? I think I had messed up that blood pour that time. Oh well. Win some, you lose some. Talk to Lara. Actually, can't talk to Lara. One hour sleep. And we'll do one more. Cool. And then... Let's, yeah, because this is still using up so much. But we don't have that much hunger, so I'm going to hold on to Dan a little longer. I'm going to eat it. Actually, no, I'm just not going to eat anything. I'm smart. Anything to that item shop? No. I don't really care about that. I think this is probably a good spot to stop for the night. You know, start of day 3. That way next week when we Doom, we'll be picking up here with a pocket full of plants. I want to go a little further. I'm not sure where I would stop if I start doing stuff now, you know. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. What? Yeah. Did I save? I saved, right? We're gonna save again anyway. We're gonna do, because I'm excited to show things off. We're gonna switch back to this screen, just so we can have some nice little background music while I find. There we go. Got some nice, cool, relaxing jams. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna. I know I've been doing Pathologic2 as my Wednesday stream for a couple weeks now, but I was trying to do every last Wednesday of the month as something else. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna make Pathologic2 consistently and always the last or the Wednesday stream. Mondays are still on Mori. It's just gonna make it easier. If I want to do something else, I can do a Gorilla stream or try to schedule Friday or something. I might be able to do. Follow me on Twitch. That way you get the alerts for when I go live. Especially if I start doing anything Gorilla, which I've been trying not to do, but you know, you never know. Check me out on Twitter. You can get to my Twitter through the About section on this Twitch. There's actually a great link. I know some people have a little difficulty typing in the name for the @UnconFaith because there's no N there. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to have you. Coming up next week, my schedule might be a little weird. Work wants to have me come in later and stay later. So I might not, I'm definitely not going to be able to start at the time I normally start, because that's when they want me to be there till next week. So I'll keep y'all posted. I'll tweet something about it once I figure it out. I'm probably just going to push it back to start like an hour and a half later than. But it also means I want it to be in as early the next day, so it'll be okay to stay up a little later. Archives go to YouTube. Always mention that. Once again, I'm Faith. The lovely art you saw actually for that model, that was done by my friend Nimu. She's amazing. She did the art for me. Check her out. A link to her Twitter is also in my About section. But I had a blast. Thank you again so much to everyone who tuned in. Let me look and see if there are any streamers to raid of our lovely friends on Twitter. Let's see. I know. Seconds. Persons. They are. What are they streaming? You guys want to go over to a chat stream? So I've been interacting with a VTuber who VR chat as their model for their model. Lily is streaming right now. So I was wondering maybe we want to pop over. Yeah, it's just them chatting with VR chat. I ain't gonna force anybody, but I figure it'll be nice to read. Let me just check with them that they're okay with. I'd hate to pop up. And what is she? Oh god, she's hugging the camera. I don't know. Maybe I'm on shore now. Oh, actually, I can't. All right. Oh, we're not gonna worry about that right now. What we'll do instead is we're just gonna tune out. Yeah, we're just gonna tune out for the night. It's been lovely having you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful time. Had a good time. I hope the rest of your week going forward goes well. And most importantly, have a good night.